Hi everyone, it's Gemma here from Grow Your Mindset for another Wednesday story session. Today I'm doing this live because I just thought it'd be really nice to see if any of those children that are still off school, if you want to interact with me, that would be lovely. It'd be great to see who's on here, answer any questions that I've got, also tell me what you're thinking, or even if you just want a shout out, that would be fab. So make sure that during our session today, that you are going to type away in the comments box. I'll keep an eye on it on the side of my screen here, and I'll respond to those as soon as I can. Okay, so we're going to get cracking. Hopefully everything's working okay. I've had a bit of a nightmare this morning with the internet. It's been crashing and all sorts, so fingers crossed everything goes according to plan. So here is our story. Our story today is called Jabari Jumps. Okay, and this is the story. I chose this one because it's related to a post that Liz did yesterday, which is all about fear and what we interpret that to mean for ourselves in terms of growth mindset. So hopefully you will enjoy this story. So it's Jabari Jumps, and this is by Gaia. Is it Cornwall? Yeah, Cornwall. Gaia Cornwall. Let's find out what happens to Jabari. I'm off to the diving board today, Jabari told his dad. Really? Said his dad. The diving board was high and maybe a little scary, but Jabari had finished his swimming lessons and passed all his tests, and now he was ready to jump. I'm a great jumper, said Jabari, so I'm not scared at all. Jabari watched the other kids climb along the ladder. They walked all the way out to the end of the board, as big as tiny bugs. Then they stood on the edge. They spread their arms, bent their knees, and sprang up, 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 and then they dove down, down, down. Splash! Looks easy, Jabari said. But when his dad squeezed his hand, Jabari squeezed back. So here's my first question for you. Is Jabari really thinking that looks easy? Why did his dad squeeze his hand so tightly? So if you're watching live, type away in the comments box and I'll have a look at some of those answers in a minute. So the question again was, is Jabari thinking that that looks easy? And why did his dad squeeze his hand? Jabari stood at the bottom of the ladder and he looked up. Wonder what he's thinking. You can go before me if you want, he told the kid behind him. I need to think about what I'm going to do. And Jabari thought and thought. I wonder which mindset is kicking in here for Jabari. Is it his fixed mindset? Saying, I don't want to do this, I can't do this, this is too hard, too scary? Or is it his growth mindset that's kicking in? Is it the one saying, come on, I can do this, let's go and have a go and a new adventure? What do you think? Is he fixed? Is he growth? Type away in the boxes at the bottom there. Jabari started to climb up and up. This ladder is very tall, he thought. Are you okay? Called his dad. I'm just a little tired, said Jabari. Well, maybe you should climb down and take a tiny rest, said his dad. A tiny rest sounded like a good idea. Now, next question. Is Jabari feeling a little tired? I'm not too sure. So I wonder what it is he's actually feeling. Maybe you can type that into the boxes and we'll see what your comments are in a minute. When he got to the bottom, Jabari remembered something. Oh, forgot to do my stretches, he said to his dad. Stretching's really important. Said his dad. I think actually it might be better day for jumping tomorrow. They looked up at the diving board together. It's okay to feel a little scared, said his dad. Sometimes, if I feel a little scared, I take a deep breath and tell myself I'm ready. And you know what? Sometimes it stops me from feeling scary. And it feels like a little surprise. Jabari loved surprises. Jabari took a deep breath and he felt it fill his body from the ends of his hair right down to the tip of his toes. Jabari looked up and began to climb up and up and up and up until he got to the top. Jabari stood straight and he walked all the way to the end of the board. His toes curled around the edge of the board. My goodness, he's really high. Jabari looked out as far as he could see, but he felt like he was ready. I love surprises, he whispered. He took a deep breath and spread his arms and bent his knees, and he sprang up off the board, flying. Jabari hit the water with a great big splash. Down, down, down he went, and then popped back up. Whoosh. Jabari, you did it, said his dad. I did it, said Jabari. I'm a great jumper. And you know what? What? Said his dad. Surprise double backflip is next. So that's the end of our story today. I have got some other slides that I want to show you, but I'm just going to have a little look as to what is going on our oh, I've lost my words, on our group chat today. So I think we may have Edward on here today. So hi Edward, nice to see you. Lovely that you've joined us. I'm guessing you've put no, so I'm wondering what question you were answering there. Was it to do with what mindset that Jabari had, possibly? Maybe that's what it was. Or maybe was it to do with when I asked the question about, was he really feeling confident? Was he really actually thinking, yeah, I can do this and it's going to be easy? Sometimes we do that, don't we? We say things are going to be easy and actually we're thinking in our head something completely different. So let's just try and think about why we do that. Why do we say things are going to be easy when we know actually they're going to be a bit more challenging? And a lot of the time when we talk to children, we find out that it's because they don't want to seem silly in front of their friends. They don't want people to laugh at them or think it was to do with not being able to do something. Okay, they don't want their friends to know that they're struggling with this. And oh, Edward's just come back on again and he's just said to me that he's put no because he doesn't think he was tired. I think you were right, Edward. He's not tired at all, is he? He's almost making a bit of an excuse, which is a bit like our book that we read the other week about excuses. So we don't do things because we're putting excuses in the way. And his excuse was, I'm tired, so I can't possibly jump off the diving board today. Okay, really good, Edward. Well done. So just going to come back onto our screen for you to have a look back where we were, because I wanted to show you this next. And this is our what we call our comfort zone. And you can see the comfort zone is right in the middle. That's the place where we feel really safe. We can do things. We feel happy here. We're in control. No problem. So these are things that we can do really, really well without even thinking almost. Okay, but if you look really carefully, the next layer is actually the fear zone, okay, where you're going to feel scared and you might lack in confidence. You might say, oh, I don't want to do this. You find excuses, just like Jabari did by saying, I'm feeling tired. He found an excuse not to jump off the board, okay, and we've got a choice in this fear zone because we can either jump back in our comfort zone, climb down the ladder like Jabari did and have our tiny rest, or we can jump into the learning zone, okay? And that's exactly what Jabari did. He jumped into his learning zone because he did something he'd never done before, jumping off the diving board, okay? He dealt with his challenge, the thing that was making him feel a little bit scary. And once he's done that, he's then moving into his growth zone. So he set himself a new goal, didn't he? He said, right, now I'm ready for a double backflip right at the end, which was amazing. He was living his dream, feeling really pleased with himself, and conquered his fear, okay? But quite often what happens is when we go in the fear zone, doing something that we're not really sure of or never tried before, we can very easily jump back into our comfort zone, because it's not nice to feel scared and it's not nice to feel anxious and worried, okay? But actually, that's where the magic happens, and that's where it's completely normal. It's about finding your brave, about trying something new, even if you feel a little bit worried about it. And what Jabari did absolutely brilliantly is he talked to his dad about it as well. So his dad gave him some really good advice, that advice of saying that I'm ready, saying to yourself, flipping the script inside his head rather than I don't want to do this. Jabari was saying, I'm ready for this, I can do this. And he loved surprises, and he absolutely did. He carried on. So what I need you to do, or what you can do today, I should say, is on our website, there's an activity, okay? And I'll type in the comments in a little moment our web address so you don't forget it, all right? So on our website, on the free resources page, there is a little activity for you to do, and I'll just bring you back so you can see what that activity is. So it's just us. So your activity on our website is called I Am Brave, and you can see I put some goggles and a little swimmer and a swimming pool, so I've linked it up with our story for today. And the first box says, what does brave mean? What does it actually mean if you are going to be brave? So like Jabari, he was brave, but what does that actually mean? Okay, the second box says, I was brave when. So I want you to think really, really carefully about a time when you've been brave. Maybe when you've done something that you've never done before and had those butterflies in your tummy. Maybe it was a school play. Maybe it was standing in front of an audience and doing a magic show. Maybe it's been trying a different food. Maybe it's been doing a quiz, or maybe it's about singing a song. Anything that you've done, okay? It could even be a visit to the dentist. Does that give you butterflies? So times when we need to be brave, and give us an example there in that box. The third box says, when I'm worried or scared, I can talk to. So like Jabari did, you don't have to keep those feelings to yourself. They're normal feelings that we all get, but who can you talk to? Okay, could you talk to your parents? Is there an older brother or a sister that you can talk to? An auntie, a grandma, a granddad, or even your teacher about feeling worried about this thing that you want to do, but you're a little bit scared, okay? And then finally, something here for you to really get your teeth stuck into. So something that you would like to do, but you need to get your brave on. So think of something you've never done before, but you think, yeah, I'd like to try that, but I'm feeling a little bit scared. Okay, I'm in my fear zone with that. So maybe that is singing a song in front of somebody. Maybe that is riding your bike. Maybe that is learning how to swim. So what skill or something or opportunity would you like to do? Okay, and where you're going to get your brave. So this sheet, it's free to download, like I say, from our website. I'm going to type it in our website here now so that you can access it from here really easily. Okay, and if you do get it finished, me and Liz always love seeing bits and pieces that you get up to. So please post things online or just send it to us through the email if you've got our email address. It'd be really lovely to see. So remember, message of today's story is all about stepping out of your comfort zone, trying something that's a little bit new or completely new, but understanding that those feelings of worry and anxiety and butterflies in our tummy are normal, but to keep on going, to give it another shot. Say to yourself, I'm ready for this. I can do this. Okay, and you never know, like Jabari, you might get a little surprise and actually enjoy yourself. Okay, so take care. Liz will be back next week. It's been lovely seeing you all, and thanks for your interaction. It was great to have you on board. Take care, everybody.